2025 saw Trump return to the White House. I disagree with those who say he changed the world order. It is more accurate to say he recognizes the shifting order, formally acknowledges it, and crafts policies he believes best serve his voter base in the United States. Because the US led the post-World War II order and helped design the rules that govern international society, it has been especially jarring to watch it act against its own stated precepts. China's unexpectedly rapid rise makes many in Washington uncomfortable and emotionally resistant, because Beijing was expected to follow the United States when the WTO welcomed China, not challenge it. If China's EV boom and DeepSeek moment were wake-up calls in 2025, 2026 will likely bring more sectors in which Chinese firms set the pace of cutting-edge innovation. Whether this stems from a desire to compete with the US or intense domestic rivalry is less important than the fact that these technologies reinforce China's trajectory as a global innovation hub. Taiwan sits squarely in the middle of US-China rivalry, and its deeply polarized domestic politics leaves its future uncertain without strong, explicit backing from Washington, namely President Trump. If the 2027 Davidson window has heightened alarm about rising cross-strait tensions, then in 2026, Taiwanese voters will, through local elections, signal how they judge the Lai Ching-te administration, whether they believe Taiwan must do more to tackle widening inequality, despite impressive AI-driven exports and growth, to strengthen its defense, and to manage cross-strait relations. As I continue to track geopolitical tensions and their implications for the region on my TV program, DC Insiders by Taiwan Plus, and my podcast here, Perspectives with Wenchi Yu, my nonprofit Global Women Asia is working to close the widening knowledge gap between Asia and the West through connection and understanding. Soft power and mutual understanding are essential to mitigating the risks of great power competition, even as the hard realities of security and power politics cannot be ignored. The world cannot and should not return to the pre-2016 status quo, and finding a new, more predictable equilibrium will take several more years. But by the end of 2026, the major contours of the next phase are likely to be clearer. A few predictions from me. First, Washington will seek a less confrontational relationship with Beijing as Trump plans to visit Beijing in April. The so-called China hawks are likely to hold less sway within this administration, even as Congress continues to press for national security and economic security safeguards in US-China policy. Second, China will further consolidate its lead across key areas of science and technology. Even if it does not dominate every industry, the broader trend toward Chinese leadership in multiple advanced sectors will become more evident. However, domestic consumption will need to strengthen, and the property market will have to stabilize, at least partially, to rekindle economic dynamism. Even if a full return to the pre-COVID era is unlikely, restoring confidence will be essential, particularly in areas of easing unemployment pressures and local government debt stress. Third, Taiwan's November 2026 local elections will reveal whether the public endorses the Lai Ching-te administration's emphasis on stronger defense and fewer exchanges with China, as well as its approach to domestic economic and social policy. What could be a wild card is whether KMT Chair Zheng Li-wen will in fact secure a meeting with CCP General Secretary Xi Jinping before the November elections, as she has signaled she hopes to do. This is Perspectives with Wenchi Yu, where we analyze the policies and political strategies of Trump 2.0 and their implications for Asia, China, Taiwan, and beyond. We look forward to bringing you more timely and on-the-ground perspectives. See you in 2026.